President and members of Congress are all taking time off for the holidays, even as the clock continues to run down just 9 days before we go over that fiscal cliff and everybody's taxes go up. I'm sure a lot of us feel like they shouldn't be taking time off.
That's right. There's not much to celebrate now, so let's bring in the host of ABC's This Week, George Stephanopoulos.
Hey,
great to see you, George. Things are really coming down to the wire. We just have a few days left. What are the odds that they can come up with a deal, especially if Republicans can't even agree upon a deal of their own?
Well, there's not going to be a big deal. That's just not happening. Those talks completely collapsed this week and ended once and for all when House Speaker John Boehner couldn't even pass his backup plan in the House on Thursday. The only possibility right now would be some kind of a very small, some measure that would just extend the tax cuts for everyone earning under $250,000, which would be a lot of protection for a lot of people. But even that is going to be difficult. You get it only if there's a promise not to filibuster that measure in the Senate and the House Speaker agrees to take it up. Both of those questions are very open right now.
A lot of open questions and high stakes for a lot of people. Let me ask you about another big issue in Washington right now. In this toxic environment, is there any chance that the president can make any headway on his desire to change the laws around guns?
It's another big question. You saw what happened on Friday. The NRA, the National Rifle Association, came out with their first response to the Newtown tragedy. And their bottom line, there shouldn't be any new gun control. You heard Wayne LaPierre say that the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is have a good guy with a gun. So they're staking their claim right there. They have a lot of allies in Congress. On the other hand, you have seen some very prominent NRA members come out, like Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, and say, hey, the time is for some common sense measures like limiting magazine clips. So I still believe that something will come out of this. The key is speed, and that's what why the president has asked Vice President Biden to come back with his recommendations before the end of January.
Trick is, given how partisan things are in Washington right now, will that happen? All right,
Exactly.
George. Merry Christmas. Great to see you. And be sure to join George later on this week when his guests will include Asa Hutchinson, the head of the NRA's newly announced National School Shield program.